St Mary's Church stands in the very middle of Feltwell, a thriving Norfolk village with a population of just under 3,000 people. Medieval construction, Tudor pews, Cromwell swords and Victorian additions. Now the church is ready for a new phase, a welcoming home for all the community.
Relevance. At the moment it's not all that relevant apart from being a central point of the village that looks beautiful lit up at night.
Centre point of the village.
A hub where people can come and they can use computers if they're not computer literate. Someone always shows them.
Elizabeth sought to bring as many people as possible together under the same religious umbrella, if you like.
We visited for F19 Music Festival.
And they would eat together, and they'd have, sort of what they call village ales. People would, they'd drink together.
I very often come down here, to be honest with you, apart from the quiz nights.
Really big one, you might be surprised, is Remembrance Sunday, and the church is packed to the rafters.
I think the big problem with the quiz nights is the fact that there's no facilities. And then, of course, once you've had a few cans, there's the trip hazard of the floor, which a few people go flying over occasionally. No, the floor is a complete mess, in all honesty, because if you push your chair too far back, it goes off the edge, and before you know it, you're lying with your feet in the air.
Well, if there was more facilities,
Needs toilets.
The toilets, which are a must, we must have them.
Definitely
definitely
toilets.
running
Place to wash the
water.
hands,
Yeah.
everything like that.
One year, on Remembrance Sunday, very, very embarrassing. The American section was here, and I heard one officer ask a person where are the toilets, and informed there was a tree around the back of the church.
Use it as a function hall, as in children's birthdays, get-togethers, parties, but obviously you'd need toilets and a kitchen.
And again, over the Christmas period, when the trees are here, a cup of tea to sit down and actually, spend a bit of time and admire the work that everybody's done through the village would be nice. Yeah.
Well, the big barrier that this building presents is that it is not a 21st century building. It's a medieval building with Victorian additions. And the big barrier is that we have no loo, no running water. I am deeply aware of my responsibility to people who come to all sorts of events at this church.
Children love coming to St Mary's because there's so much to see. St Mary's offers a different teaching environment for the children. RE is an obvious topic, but there are other areas of the curriculum we can cover too. There's a lack of toilets here. We all know that young children need to go to the toilet very often. It would be lovely if there was a kitchen facility so that we could have a cup of tea or coffee or refreshments for the staff and parents and the children.
Quite often, with both funerals and weddings, you have people who have been travelling for 2 or more hours. They get to the church and the first thing they say to you is, "Where's your loo?" And you've got to stand there and hang your head and say, "Really sorry, we haven't got one."
Installing toilets and a kitchen in the church will allow these activities to expand for the community, to make it the village hub it deserves to be. The church is at the physical centre point of the village, but it's ready to become once more the very heart of village life. It cries out to be sustainable for communities to come.